What's going on? Oh, it felt good, guys. Notre Dame in the house. What's going on? It's your host, GF. A little late, but we're getting there, guys. Week 18, NFL. Regular season is over. Let's get into it. The Ravens 35-10 over the Browns. Nobody gives a shit. We're not going to spend time on these teams other than Steve Smith. I'm a Steve Smith guy. You're wrong about Jerry Jeudy. And when you're wrong, be a man, own up to it. Let's move on. Bengals and Steelers. Bengals 19-17. Hey, Joe Burrow, great season. Jamar Chase, Triple Crown winner. Defense let them down. They don't make the playoffs. 9-8. They're in no man's land, but get T. Higgins back there. When you got Chase and Higgins and Burrow, you keep it going and you fix the defense. Steelers, we'll see them in the playoffs, and we'll get to that in a second. Panthers 44-38 over the Falcons. What did I tell you about Bryce Young? You have to give quarterbacks years. Yes, we all want them to pop early. It doesn't happen. So, moving on. Texans 23-14 over the Titans. Titans on the clock. Fired your GM. You should. Your previous GM. How the fuck do you let A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry get out the building? You guys are a joke. Shedeur Sanders, don't go there. I'm a Titans guy. God rest his soul, Steve McNair. Bad organization. Go somewhere else. But don't go to the Giants. 13-20. Eagles win. Giants, they dropped the ball at the first pick. I think they're drafting fourth. Fuck the Giants. 26-23 Colts over the Jags. Jags fired Doug Peterson. They really should be firing the quarterback. He wasn't good enough, but I would have given him another year, but that's what it is. Trevor Lawrence, time to step up. See, that's the first overall that's had enough time. Kyler Murray and them, you got to start going after them. Guys that have been in the league less than 3 years, you look stupid to criticize them. Moving on. Bears-Packers, Bears game winner. By the way, Caleb Williams had a great year. Just because it wasn't as flashy as Jaden Daniels, that guy's good. Best thing that happened to the Chicago Bears, probably since Walter Payton. Moving on. Green Bay limping into the playoffs. We'll get into that in a second. Buccaneers 27-19 over the Saints. Who gives a fuck? But good for Baker. Baker, another great year. Mike Evans, 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Took him an extra game over Jerry Rice. But hey, I'm just a historian. What do I know? 49ers, Cardinals, 47-24. Who gives a shit? Kyler Murray can't get it done when the pressure's on and when you have to win games. He needs to have a good year next year, or I'm writing that guy off. You have enough time. You got the weapons. No excuses. Go get it done. Chiefs, Broncos, 38-0. Really, the Chiefs rested their guys. Good for Bo Nix. Him and Sean Payton deserve credit. They'll be one and done in the playoffs. Rams, Seahawks, meaningless game, 30-25. Rams rested their guys. Seahawks, another team like Cincy. No man's land, not making the playoffs. Shitty draft pick. Speaking of shit teams, Dolphins, Jets, 32-20. Aaron Rodgers, fifth quarterback ever in the 500 TD club. You can't go out like that. He should come back to the Jets for one more year. Everyone's got to stop saying what a disaster it is. The first year he got hurt. So it was a one-year disaster. And he's come back from an Achilles injury. Give him one more year to right the ship. Vikings, Lions to close out the regular season. 31-9. Sam Darnold can't prove it in big games. Had a great season. Comeback player of the year, whatever word you want to give him. Can't trust them. We'll see what they got in the playoffs. Good for the Lions, always going for it on fourth down. It cost the NFC Championship game. I was right about that, but good for Dan Campbell. He's got that city on a wave, and I ain't no hater of it, but sometimes you got to know to kick field goals. So, Chargers and Texans, I expect the Chargers to get it done. My boy Zeke got on there. Hopefully he can get in, but don't like how C.J. Stroud kind of looked. And again, C.J. Stroud reminds me of Dak Prescott. The big rookie of the year, the can't-miss guy. We'll see. It's what have you done for me lately league. We go year to year. We'll see. Again, though, he's still young. Steelers, Ravens. Saw the stats the other day. Lamar Jackson, 6 playoff games, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That is god-awful. Those are backup numbers. And Josh Allen, I believe, is 21-4. So don't compare Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson when the money's on the table. And Josh Allen's the MVP, slightly over Lamar. Lamar already has 2, and that's it. Some idiot that I have to block. Joe Burrow, buddy, stop sucking Burrow's dick. We know he's amazing. But the MVP award, you have to make the playoffs. You can't be shit. You can't lose to shit teams. And sometimes it wasn't his fault. Most of the year wasn't his fault. But get out of your feelings, fat boy. Anyway, moving on. Every now and then you got to clown these idiots that think, you'll never know it like me. And you don't even, that's one sport. I do this for 3. So stay in your lane, fat boy. Anyway, you know, GF, I got to fucking put these losers in line, man. They all want to be like me. Where are we here now? So yeah, Steelers, Ravens, tough matchup. Definitely expect Lamar to do it with Derrick Henry. Bills, Broncos should be a blowout for the Bills. Packers, Eagles, definitely like the Eagles. The difference between the Packers going into Dallas and the Packers going into Philly. So all you gamblers out there, you know what you got to do. They're not going to pull that off because the Eagles won't allow it. Shout out to Nick Sirianni and them. I hate the Eagles, but I respect them. Great team, poised to go to the Super Bowl. Commanders, Buccaneers, I definitely expect Jaden Daniels to play well, but Baker and them are going to win at home and then probably lose next week. Vikings and Rams, that's the interesting one. I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to go with the championship pedigree, guy who's been there and done that, over Sam Darnold, who I think a great year, but it's going to come to an end and that's the Monday Nighter. So, again, I don't like doing a lot of predictions. I'm just happy the Cowboys season is over. I think they're picking 12th. That's where they got Micah Parsons. But this is the NFL recap. Week 18, the 2024 regular season is done, and we're on to the wild card. Can't wait.